Thanks for staying with us. So over the weekend, someone news got to us. A 24-year-old student of Moshood Abiola Polytechnic Abeokuta, Ogun State, was allegedly arrested, put behind bars by the police for going to the pharmacy to buy pregnancy test kits and contraceptive. The police PRO DSP Abimbola Oyeyemi said the police were just doing their duties by questioning her on whether she had a doctor's prescription. This morning, we are very interested in speaking to Frank Omba. He is the spokesperson for the Nigerian police because we know he and many people up there are trying really hard to change and retrain our police the way they do things. But in this kind of situation, we need to understand what is the modus operandi in this. How do you address these kind of police officers? Because we Nigerians are asking the basic questions. Did they have a right to stop her or even search her bag? What are your thoughts on it? I'd like to hear from Nigerians because many of us have gone through this before where the police stops you and they are taking advantage of you one way or the other, asking to search your things. I was even told recently that the police said they're not even allowed to take your phones.
Yeah,
they're not allowed to actually take your phone. So
they still do it.
Where do we draw the line from their professional police duties to infringing on our own rights? So that's the conversation today. Please call us on 081-270-53687, 091-390-7694. You can also tweet us at YouTube and hashtag TVC. As I said, we would really like to speak to Frank Omba, but we didn't tell him ahead of time, so I might not be able to call him now. But we just need to lament and let him know that this is completely unacceptable.
And we are not happy about it. So reading the story, I was asking myself, first of all, the girl went to the police station to look for somebody, maybe to visit someone there. And then the policeman saw her and decided to check what was in her nylon bag. She opened and he saw a contraceptive. And I think this pregnancy test kit. I'm like, how can you, why are you having this? How can you be having sex at this age? Who are you? We say, I'm a student. How can you? Are you not supposed? Said they were quizzing her. They told her to go behind the counter. She was thrown in jail, and they were quizzing her, asking her, why can't she wait to get married before she starts having sex? And she kept saying, I am 24 years old. They said, it doesn't matter. Why don't you wait?
Exactly.
No. When I was reading it, I was just like, I could picture how it was happening because I've been harassed by the police before at the age of 16 for a fowl died in the compound, and somebody decided to get a police to come and arrest me at 16. And I knew what they did to me when I went to the police station. So I know their mentality. And this girl kept explaining, I'm an adult. I'm a student. This is just what I have. The police did not hear. So what happened was her sister now tweeted. It was the tweet that, that my sister has been arrested for having so and so, that went viral, that made them finally release her. So my question is, what sort of training do these police people have? Why are you concerned about somebody's ability to use contraceptive? Did you not hear your president saying that majority of the youth, we need to start checking our fertility? So you would have preferred her to get pregnant. And why are you asking an adult why she's having sex, why she's not waiting for? So my point is, where are all the civil societies that need to fight for this? Because when they asked the girl, she said she doesn't want to push this matter. She just wants her peace. She wants to go home. But we can't just let this be. Those civil society people should pick up this case and fight. And we want to see those policemen that harass this poor girl. They need to be punished for it. That's not their job.
All right. So
for me, I was like, even if it wasn't so annoying, it would have been really funny. I mean, clearly, this is about the fact that our police force is not up to date, not trained, not exposed, not very well educated. Because if they were, they would understand that it was her right as an adult to buy contraceptives for herself. It's her right to get a pregnancy test kit. It is not criminal. You don't arrest someone for that. If they had even just maybe searched her, they could have gotten away with searching her because she came to the police station and, we saw her with a bag that was suspicious, and we searched her and then we asked her questions. But they further put her in the cell, like, how do you do that and get away with it? And what did you expect would have happened if there was no tweeting and no one had heard? What could have happened to that girl?
Poor girl.
We've heard some really crazy stories of how young, vulnerable girls found on the streets are locked up and all sorts of things happen to them in the cells. What could have happened to that girl for doing just what she was meant to do? Yeah. We remember we read in the papers some weeks ago when they had written the exams and they said many of them failed and that the caliber of people who applied to join the police force were not very well educated. And so this is what happens when you take those caliber of people and then make them police officers. And these are the people that are supposed to help enforce the law. If they don't understand it, how would they enforce it properly? So for me, it's not just the punishment. Put them through school. Put them through an education or something. A month or 3 months where they go and learn about it. Make it a part of a curriculum for the police training so that they understand. They need to understand because a part of them, Nigerians will come and say to you that, the little, she said, she married, where she, you know, to give them some form of justification for what they did. That is a whole different matter. It's not a criminal offense. Okay. Yeah.
So now,
let me quickly.
The DSP, I mean, I would like to, the DSP, Abimbola Oyeyemi, said that they're only checking to see if she had prescription. And I'm thinking to myself, really?
Who gets prescription?
Well, you know that response is a cover-up response. So let's deal with the real issue. It's a societal issue that sort of preys on the weak, you know. So there was a video. This we didn't even have a video evidence of how the girl must have felt. There's a video done by police of them going to arrest a Yahoo boy, and they found the girlfriend there, and they were quizzing the girl in Ibadan, and they were asking her, so you are sleeping with this boy. You sleep with this boy. Do you sleep this way or you sleep that way? So how did you leave the school? A police officer was asking a girl with a camera that, so you cannot see, you do not see a poor person to date. You are dating this old man because you want money. How does that, what does that have to do
with the job?
With the job you are there to do? The girl wasn't a criminal. There was no evidence tying the girl to the case. So you interrogated the girl, recorded her face,
meanwhile,
and then it went viral. The criminal, you did not see the face of the criminal. Painting a girl a prostitute because she was in a relationship with someone who is. So that's the issue, an adult. So that for me is the real issue. No, not in the history can anybody tell me they've ever stopped a man and said they found condom in his pocket and he needs to prove to them why he has a condom in his pocket.
Or if you got doctor's prescription
before the condom. So the issues are the self-righteous feeling that somebody just arrests you and says, kneel down, you have an iPhone. Who are you? How old are you that you have an iPhone? That for me is the real issue. Is that indignation? Is that fact that some people just feel we can disobey your human. You don't have any rights. So I am the law.
It's easy for them to be moral police than criminal police.
Yes. Exactly.
Where it's easier for the easiest is the lowest hanging fruit. Let me just stop. Why are you wearing slippers?
Yes.
At least
you are wearing dress.
Why are you wearing Brazilian?
We're all moral police in Nigeria. Yeah, everybody has something to say. Everybody has a way to judge you. But your job is to do much more than that. Your job is such an important job that I find it really embarrassing for the police force that we find you involved in petty conversations like this. It's so embarrassing. We really would like for Frankenberg to have a conversation with us. Do you understand? Let us even hear what the police force does to police officers like this. What do they say to them? What sort of training do they give them? How do they explain to us how they got there in the first place? Because obviously these people are clueless.
But they will tell you that they train them. So over the months and weeks, we hear in the police, we hear in the papers that they are training, police colleges having this training and having that training. So now we need to ask the question, what is the content of the training that they are having? And if you say that the people who get into the police are the lowest in terms of intelligence and all of that, what can you do to get people who are worthy of that position to be in that position so that they can better prepare and protect us?
Let's go on a break. We'll come back and take some calls and tweets. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. So we have Chinyere. She's been waiting. Good morning, Chinyere. Are you there? Hello, Chinyere. Chinyere.
Hello?
Yes, Chinyere, you're live. Go ahead, please.
Yes?
You're live. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Okay. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Okay. I'm really surprised about this issue, and I want this case to be handled. Like they should take it to court, and we really need to know what they are teaching these police in their so-called academy, because things can't go on like this.
Thanks, Chinyere. I think she's listening to the feedback. So, yes, any more messages we have?
So,
we have quite a number of messages. Yes, so Olutoye Emmanuel says, I want to believe there's more to that story that is still unknown. Brother, there's no more. In the first place, was it the pharmacy that reported her? No, they arrested the pharmacy woman here as well. And how does buying PT strip and contraceptives become a crime? Good question. Adedotu says, some years ago, my friend who was a banker was arrested and questioned how he got money to buy a bottle of Gouda. He was about 37 years then. Then I think Goodbit says, you are right, but I think it comes down to individuals. The bad ones spoiling the name of the police for everyone.
So we understand that definitely, as I said in my intro, I said it very clearly. We are privy to the information that the police are trying really hard to retrain and remodel the entire force. We understand that very clearly. But there are these little pockets of people who are totally, they are totally oblivious of the agenda of the police. So therefore, we're highlighting this story because we hope that Nigerian police can therefore see how important it is for them to ensure the training gets to every single state and every single chapter they have.
I also think it's a problem of mindset, especially for the police at the lower levels. So you hear the inspectors and all those people when they come and how they speak and how they sound. And you feel like, okay, these people have something upstairs. But then when you interface on the streets with those ones who are, I don't know their positions now, it's like a different mindset altogether. They do not have the mindset that they are there to protect you, that they are there to serve you, that they are your friends, that you can trust them. That's not the mindset we see on the streets. We see a totally different mindset of, I'm doing you a favor, I can do and undo, and nothing will happen to me. The question will now be, how do we begin to change their mindset? Is it just going to be through the trainings? Because I do not know the sort of trainings they have. Or are we going to be having... I don't know how this is going to happen, but there's something that's going to happen to change the mindset of the people to understand what their job is, first of all, which is to protect lives and properties, and protect people when you see them being, hurt or, worked against. You have a job and stick to that.
Chudi, are you there? Hello, Chudi.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're live. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I like the topic you are having this morning. Though I am a man, I am not a woman. Okay. But where I'm coming from is that, in Nigeria today, we don't have good laws or any law preventing a lady to do that. Abroad, in America, you can't just walk into a pharmacy and buy drug without doctor's prescription. That we know already. But in Nigeria today, you see, the police, our policemen has left their job and they are pursuing shadow. It's just like an adage in my place that says when a man that is farming is tired of farming, he will start pursuing chicken from the farm because Nigerian police are tired. They don't even know their job. And they are now leaving their job that is protecting the people, catching a woman's, somebody's purse. For what? What do they stand to gain? Because they don't know their job. That is, for me, they don't have a job. Because if you have a job as a policeman, you know your duty to protect life, to go after these criminals, get them arrested, and you are not doing that.
Right. Thank you very much, Chudi.
Touching a woman's back.
Thank you very much, Chudi. Mariam, aren't these police a reflection of who we are? Don't we also harass people? Everybody. And once you feel you are bigger than somebody or either in any level, you begin to we harass every single. So we're just like them. And they're us.
Definitely. I mean, they are Nigerians. They come from Nigeria. They did not fall from heaven.
This is to point fingers now.
Yes, they're exactly who we are. They are us. We are them. But the thing is, that's why we have training colleges. That is why you would sit down here as a presenter and you know that there are some things you would not say here because of the MBC guidelines. Imagine if you just came here and you were just saying all sorts of things. People like, who trained her? Is she trained? Because we understand that when you get to some jobs, there's a code of conduct, there are things that you should do, there's a way you should carry yourself out. The problem for me, yes, for me, I put this problem on the architecture of the police force. I put it on the way it is being run. There's no way that you can say to me that there's a strata of police officers that speak well, that understand, and then the others. What are you saying? Did you not all rise up through the ranks with the rest of them? Why do you get special treatment and those ones don't get the same treatment as you? Teach them what you have learned. Train them just the way that you are. Because this person here one day is supposed to be commissioner of police, another, you know,
tomorrow.
Yes, in a few years. And then he does not have the proper training. How then would he be able to lead the police force? So
we arrest everybody.
I have Abubakar from Misolo. Good morning, Abubakar.
Hello?
Good morning, you're live.
Hello, Morayo, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Please, I want to contribute to the police matter.
Please, go ahead.
Last year, that was November 18th. So I was preparing my daughter to get her married. We went to Oyo State, somewhere in the Okeoko area to buy cow for my daughter's marriage. On our way coming from Oyo State, we saw many police road safety on the road. They did not stop us and take anything until we get to Lagos here at Agege. Somewhere along at the end of the, what is it called, the First Cinema Bridge there, there's a police station, there's a Bond police station there. Along that road coming to Agege area here. I don't know the name of that area. There's a police checkpoint there in front of that police station. We are stopped by police sergeant. Say we should buy, we park. Say we are carrying cows. Don't we know it's an offense to carry cows? See, are we in Nigeria? We don't know there's offense for us to carry cow in the car, in a pickup truck.
Cow.
Oh, cow.
Yeah,
That's why they carry the crowd.
I was there was more than 45 with them.
Wait, let me get it. You carried a cow. You carried a cow in your car. Hello?
Yeah.
You carried a cow?
Like moo.
Yes.
Like
He went
Malu.
for his daughter's wedding. They were planning for his daughter's wedding.
Sergeant, I live in Nigeria.
You yourself, like you carry a cow inside that
car. No.
Is it
I
a
don't
pickup?
understand.
Like a proper...
What are you telling us now? I will not transport a cow with vehicle. He said that the law banning it that we should not. I said, I'm not a man carrying cow from one village to another. You don't need to stop us.
Abubakar, can you hear me? I want to be clear what you're saying. Hello, Abubakar. Yes. When you carried the cow, was it in a pickup truck or in a car?
No, it's in pickup, a pickup
truck.
He said they carried it from all the states to Lagos. Nobody stopped them until they got to Lagos.
Okay, got you.
We're
all
not
right.
asking
Thank you, Abubakar.
buy a car.
I thought it was a cow in his car.
Why would he carry a cow in his car?
This is Nigeria. Anything can happen. We have to go.
No.
Thank you, Abubakar. Go ahead.
Because you're calling out the police today does not mean we will not see. We've seen Nigerians do a lot of
Nigerians
things.
carry mattress on
They carry
Okada.
things. Yes.
Yes, now.
Oh,
yes, now.
But
Mattress.
you sit on an Okada and hold a heavy thing on your head.
So we have to wrap up. Let me tell you.
I want to just say that every institution is only as strong as its weakest link.
Yeah.
And until the leaders understand that no matter how big you are, how good you speak, how grandeur your plans are, your weakest link defines you. And that policeman that would arrest somebody for carrying a cow or arrest someone for holding contraceptive weakens the image of a reformed police, which brings us back to what is the most important thing for every human being. Dignity in yourself. That value for human life and dignity for human life, that you respect another human being, male or female, young or old, you treat them with respect as human beings. And until we are able to do that as a society, it will keep reflecting in that society, in this form or in other forms. We just need to go back to that place where we value human life.
Fantastic. Let me wrap up on that. You have any tweets? Hurry up. Yes.
Policemen inside, this is Cruise King. Policemen inside bus, heavily kitted with guns, parked near my car. First opened my door and questioned me on why I was inside the car, parked with my babe beside me. I was lost in thought for like 30 minutes, even after they left. we'll get it right one day in this country.
Wow. Amen. All right. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll pick another hot topic. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.